Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, December 14th. A very cold Arctic outbreak is about to pounce on the northeastern part of the country. The leading edge of that Arctic air will arrive later on this evening. Winds will pick up in the overnight hours. There can be some snow shower activity, and temperatures will drop to perhaps 20 degrees or so by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow and Friday will be very cold days. Strong winds on Thursday and Thursday night into early Friday could bring wind chill values to 0 or below in the I-95 corridor region between D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City. The wind should lighten up by Friday afternoon and Friday evening, but then we'll have to worry about moisture pushing in from our west from the Great Lakes region. This Arctic air will retreat quickly on Saturday, but not before some moisture reaches us, and therefore it looks like snow could break out after midnight Friday night, continue to early Saturday, then change to a period of ice, freezing rain and sleet, finally probably to plain rain by about midday on Saturday. So certainly can be some accumulations of snow and ice late Friday night, early Saturday morning before the ultimate changeover to plain rain for the midday and afternoon hours in the I-95 corridor. This is a look at the 500 millibar forecast map for tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. A couple things I want to point out. First of all, deep upper level low over the southeastern part of Canada. Pennsylvania, for example, is right in this region right here. This is a very anomalously low pressure for this particular time of the year. And again, it's associated with this quite impressive Arctic outbreak that again arrives early tonight and will be in full force, felt very easily on Thursday and Friday. Again, wind chill values later Thursday night could drop to below 0 with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour or so. You want to point out here the flow of air for this particular Arctic outbreak. Way up in northern Canada, comes then down into southwestern Canada and curves back down across the northern U.S. and right into the mid-Atlantic region right in here. And so this trajectory is giving us an indication as to why this air is so cold. It's coming from interior sections of northern Canada right down into the northern U.S. And again, the coldest air of the season so far coming by tomorrow morning, and Thursday and Friday will be very, very cold days. Well, let's walk through the 0Z GFS forecast maps from this evening all the way into Saturday evening at 12-hour increments. By this evening, it's kind of hard to pick out exactly where the Arctic front is, but it lies somewhere in here, and it passes through this area early tonight. The winds will noticeably pick up later this evening, and there can be some snow shower activity, and temperatures will drop rapidly late tonight, bottoming out near 20 degrees or so by tomorrow morning. Lots of Great Lakes effect snow with this particular outbreak. We still have the situation where the waters are not completely frozen by any means in the Great Lakes, still relatively warm, so when that cold Arctic air flows over the relatively warm waters of the Great Lakes, you get a lot of lake effect snows, and indeed some snow shower activity can push all the way into the I-95 corridor on Thursday and Thursday night. Well, here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning. Very strong winds setting up here out of the northwest, could gust up to 40 miles per hour or so, and again that will cause wind chill values, especially later tomorrow and tomorrow night, to drop to 0 or even below 0 at times in the I-95 corridor region. One thing I want to point out here, one way meteorologists track temperatures with these computer forecast models is by using thickness of particular layers. This particular map is showing a thickness layer from the surface all the way up to 500 millibars, about the middle part of the atmosphere, and the thickness value is correlated well with temperatures. Basically, the colder the air, the lower the thickness value, and the warmer the air, the higher the thickness value. So you can kind of make a correlation, and we're seeing a thickness value right here depicted by the GFS model, 498, and that thickness line goes all the way into Pennsylvania right here, and that is just very, very cold for any time of the year, but especially for the middle part of December. Just wanted to point out this is very unusually cold air for this time of the year, and that thickness value of 498 is telling you temperatures could drop by Friday morning to the upper single digits in and around New York City, not far from 10 degrees in the Philly suburbs, and closer to 15 degrees by Friday morning in the D.C. metro region. Well, here's the forecast map for Thursday night. Still strong northwest winds. Can be some snow showers pretty much any time from tonight through tomorrow night associated with the frontal passage, and the Great Lakes snow machine will be turned on. This high pressure system represents the center of the Arctic air mass, and by Thursday night it's already pushing into the Ohio Valley. Let's now jump ahead to Friday morning. Well, by Friday morning, that high pressure is starting to move right on top of the mid-Atlantic region. Winds will start off the day on the brisk side Friday. Very, very cold, again, with those temperatures ranging from 5 to 15 degrees from New York City to D.C. early Friday morning. But the winds will die down during the midday and be quite calm during the afternoon as this Arctic high builds right on top of the region. Notice some moisture already gathering itself here by early Friday over the Great Lakes region. Let's now jump ahead to Friday night. Now by Friday night, that key player, the Arctic high pressure system, is edging off the east coast, and this Arctic air mass will retreat quickly on Saturday, but not before a lot of moisture starts to move into the mid-Atlantic region from the Great Lakes region. Arctic air is cold, dense air. It'll take a little bit of a while for it to retreat to the north, and this warmer, more moist air will override it for a while. So snow is likely to break out anywhere along the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City late Friday night, probably in the after midnight hours, continue into early Saturday. Then there may be a period of sleet and freezing rain. Finally, changes to plain rain, probably changes to plain rain by about midday up and down the I-95 corridor, and then well above freezing and some plain rain for Saturday afternoon. There could be a gap in the precipitation on Sunday, but let's now jump ahead to the Saturday morning forecast map. And here it is by Saturday morning. One of the problems is that the moisture really comes pouring in here rather quickly early Saturday morning, so it's going to be a race between the heavier precipitation coming in and the retreating cold air moving to the north. But there should be a period of accumulating snow and or ice from late Friday night into early Saturday before the ultimate changeover to plain rain. Again, likely plain rain by midday and afternoon up and down the I-95 corridor. You see the strong southerly winds setting up here, not only in the Ohio Valley, but all the way to the East Coast. Will push that Arctic air out of here, and we'll get well above freezing during the afternoon and evening hours. Could even top out at around 50 degrees or so early Sunday. Finally, let's end here. This is the forecast map for Saturday evening. Could be a break in the precipitation Saturday evening. Not much expected, but notice here a strong frontal system. This is the next Arctic front. And again, this is a Saturday evening forecast map. More rain is likely up and down the I-95 corridor on Sunday, and we'll have to watch because colder air will come in before the precipitation ends. It's very possible that there could be a changeover back to sleet or even snow late Sunday evening in the I-95 corridor. But first things first, very cold air moves in tonight. Very cold on Thursday and Friday. Some wind chills could end up below zero later Thursday and Thursday night. Could be snow showers anytime from tonight through tomorrow night. Winds die down Friday afternoon, then the moisture moves in late Friday night, probably after midnight in the form of snow, continues into early Saturday, changes from snow to a period of ice, and then ultimately plain rain by midday on Saturday, and Saturday afternoon plain rain, and temperatures could climb well up into the 40s by Saturday night and on Sunday for a while. More rain on Sunday could change to sleet or snow late in the day or early Sunday night as the next Arctic shot arrives in the Mid-Atlantic region. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.